We're live. Good evening, everyone. Hi there. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome. This is Let's Have a Chat About Leadership for Monday, April 20th, 2020. So it's 4/20, 2020. How are you? I know, right? Waited all year to say that one. All right. So good evening. Anyway, this is Let's Have a Chat About Leadership. Let's Have a Chat About Leadership is for, well, it's here to remind you that everyone is either a leader or a future leader, and we're here every step of the way to make that happen. So it's Monday, and that means one thing: sports and leadership. Sports and leadership. And what are we talking about today? Well, as the show notes say, we're moving into this. We're getting this show going. Here's what we're talking about. We're talking about the NFL 2020 draft. Officially, the NFL 2020 season kicks off this week, this Thursday, the 23rd of April. And it's the draft, the NFL draft. It's this huge spectacle. I'm talking it's huge. Fans are in place. There's war rooms. There's teams have got phones and, computers and chatting, and they're talking to each other back to the home base, back to the mothership at the different stadiums or wherever they do business at. And this happens every year. Well, in recent history, it's been happening. It's just grown bigger and bigger, and it's become a 3-day event now. It was originally scheduled to be on television, and it was just going to be a huge 3-day event. It was going to be, a lot of stuff. But you know what? COVID-19. It just put that to, it's still, the show must go on. It's still going on. And while that's a good thing, it just won't be, it'll be just a shell of what it once was. There's going to be cameras all over the place. There's cameras at the remote war rooms. There's going to be cameras with the remote players that could get drafted, that will be drafted. There's some maybes, and there's going to be cameras out there at least for the first day and maybe part of the second day, so Thursday and Friday. And of course, the remote fans, wherever they happen to be or however they happen to, either post online on Twitter, on Facebook or something, but there's no organized events. Yes, I know the country's starting to open back up, but there are no organized events. So what does all of this have to do with leadership? Well, one, the show must go on. The show must go on. It's thinking outside the box. It's thinking, delivering, don't letting a bad situation bring everything to a grinding halt. There's always a solution. There's a way around it, and the draft will go on. The draft has to go on because we are already looking at September kickoff. And, there, of course, is going to be individuals and knuckleheads that say, no, that's too soon, just like there's going to be knuckleheads of that's way too long. You can't please everyone, but you know what? Doing something is better than doing nothing. And folks, that's where the thing is right there. That's where the leadership is. So everybody got together, all the commissioner and all the owners got together, and they still said, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to make this happen. So kudos to them for making this happen, sticking it through, and having that foresight to say, hey, look, even though we can't be face to face, we are going to still get the job done because it has to get done. And then what's it going to do? Well, next it's going to go to those organized team activities, the one-a-days, the workouts, the whole thing. Even these draftees still have to make the cut. But hey, at least something is happening, and we're looking at moving into a sense of normalcy, and that's a very good thing. So while the rest of the country is still trying to figure out what to do next, at least the NFL is doing something now to kind of say, hey, look, we're looking ahead too, and we're planning today, because here it is, this coming Thursday, the 23rd of April, or what is it, the 23rd, 22nd? I'm already a day off. I don't already know. What is it? Yes, it is the 23rd of April. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm a day ahead. That's what it is. So they're planning already. The 2020 NFL season does kick off this coming Thursday. Finally, some good news. When is baseball going to happen? I don't know. Will there even be a World Series? The last time we had this shortened season, there was a strike, but even then it still managed. It still happened. There was enough games played to say, hey, you know what? We can deliver on a World Series. And sure enough, it went on. So because the show must go on, let's think about it that way, folks. If your organization, if the people you lead and you're not sharing that vision, that inspiration, that motivation of looking beyond today and realizing that, hey, stuff's still going to happen tomorrow and the day after that, and so on, then, you're not leading. You're not effective. You're not inspiring. You're not motivating. And folks, that's what a leader is, and that's what people are looking for, especially in this time of uncertainty, in this time of I've said it before. You know the story. You know the deal. It's you've got to be inspiring and motivating, and yes, you have to put on that brave face, even though with all the uncertainty that's going on. You still have to put on that brave face, because the people you lead are looking to you. The people that see you as confidence personified, they are still going to turn to you. And if you don't have that brave face and you're not looking beyond tomorrow, then you know what? You get what you get. And just as quickly, they're going to boot you out as a leader, because again, if you're not taking them where they need to be, and where they need to be is in a much better place than we are all in right now, then guess what? And again, realistic. I mean, there's nothing wrong with optimism. We need some optimism. We need some lofty goals along with realistic goals. And the NFL is doing that right now, because they're still going to do the draft. So they're realistic in the sense that, you know what, business still has to go on. The show must go on. We must get things done. But the lofty goal is that we're going to play football in September. And we might have a preseason. And we might have some organized team activities. And you know what? That's where it begins. So having those realistic goals, those lofty goals, and the dreams, and just the motivation and inspiration to make all of that happen, that's what leaders that's what leaders need to be giving their followers. That's what followers should be looking for in their leaders. So in this time, let's see what happens. It's going to be online. It's going to be very interesting nonetheless. This whole draft is going to be very interesting. It's all online. Everybody's online. It's all remote. Everybody's remote war rooms. That I want to see how they really, really do all that remote war room. I really want to see how the remote players, and we kind of already know where that's going to happen. We saw that with the WNBA draft. So I think that was kind of a precursor to the NFL draft as far as the technology going into play. So that'll be pretty interesting. But again, looks like they crossed their T's, dotted their I's. They're not going to do it. And sorry, fans, no one's going to be there. But hey, something is better than nothing. Doing something now is better than not doing anything at all and just sticking your head in the sand and hoping for the best. Listen, everybody, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for stopping by. Starting next week, we're going to be moving this show to YouTube. So we're going to be moving this over to YouTube. So be on the lookout. I'll be promoting it here and on what location you can drop in on YouTube. But for those of you that are here now, thank you very much. And thank you for everybody that's come on board and taken a look here on the Facebook. But we're going to move this to YouTube starting next Monday. So between now and then, don't forget, I got another show tomorrow, and that's going to be Leadership in the News. Join me then. In the meantime, thank you for stopping by. Have a great day. Have a great evening. I'll talk to you on Tuesday night.